Good afternoon. We are all set. We are all set. Oh, now we're all set. I didn't even. We got 4 million in the background there. That's the B team. Pretty sure I got the rest of this right. Got a different looking O in there now. One. There we go. Hmm. Okay.
What's up?
What's up? Getting better and better at this.
That's good.
Yeah. I shouldn't have made it a premiere today. I'm gonna send my friend a message here.
That's all right.
We've got a chance for snow today and snow on Sunday. So I was hoping that I could go out and do some downtown videos, but can't do that with those screeching windshield wipers. And I don't want to have to constantly blast the defogger either. Mm.
Yeah, I'm still yapping in my dinner.
Your dinner?
Yeah,
You having hot dogs?
spaghetti meatball.
Spaghetti, huh? Yeah, they got good spaghetti in the Philippines, only they like to load it up with sugar. It's sweet. I mean, I could take that once in a while, but
Yeah,
uh,
I can take a
well,
couple of kilos from Norway.
you know what? I called up the uh, travel agency and I said, "Look, last time I was there, I had 50 pounds in my. I think 50 pounds is what 30. I forget kilogram, but 40. You're allowed. You get 50 if you travel, but when you get into the country itself, you're only allowed checked baggage of 48 pounds, and your carry-on's 15 pounds, like 7 kilograms, something like that. So they don't tell you that though. So I had to pay a fine on both of them. I think I had to pay $50 or $75.
Hmm.
So this year I'm going to go out and get myself a scale. Last year I used the one at my mom's house, and I was packed 50 pounds right to the pound, no more. And I don't think my camera equipment is going to exceed. Was it 7 kilograms, 15 pounds in the carry-on? So now I'm aware of it. But they don't tell you that because, yeah, as long as you're on a big airplane, you got it. But when you get on those turboprop ones, they're smaller. It's a number of the aircraft is 320, and that one you're allowed the smaller weights, which you don't even know about till you get there, and then they wave you over and say, "Hey, you're overweight." So that was both directions too. I had to pay that, so that was over $100. But I see the same ticket that I put in for. Well, it's on a different day, but it's $500 less. I think 400 something. So I was thinking, calling them up, and say, "Hey, I should get that rate too." But I guess that they put that out on an alternate day to probably try to fill that flight. But I've taken ANA Airlines before. I thought they were new. Apparently not. Kiko was telling me, but maybe they were new to flying into the Terminal 3, and that way I don't have to take no cab ride to the other ones because you can't walk it all out there to get over there. I don't think they
Yeah,
allow it.
it's a smart thing they do because when I travel from Norway, I can have 10 kilo hand baggage and 20 kilos on the plane. When I come there, maybe I'm not allowed, like you said, 7 kilos or something, and then I need to pay for the extra kilos.
Yeah, yeah. Unlike before, when I look actually on their international flights, they allow 70 pounds. But I think that's all a gimmick because you're going to carry 70 pounds in there. You're going to be paying over $100 easy for excess weight, and they don't tell you. I had to Google it this time. I did it on my phone out of curiosity. I went and saw the itinerary, the e-ticket, and then I said, how I saw the aircraft number, which identifies what turboprop, how many passengers it holds, and it said your carry on is 7 kilograms or 15 pounds. So I know better this time because last time I took everything, and I think I took every single thing I owned. But there won't be any fines this time. I mean, it's a trip, so I think that They set you up, but they don't tell you because you have to research it. You have to. From my past experience, I learned to look things over, and I looked, and sure enough, they don't. You know, it's on there. They don't tell you the limit. They wait. You carry. I think that's a setup. 70 pounds, and then when you get there and you get on this smaller plane, uh, um, you're like, what? But me being on vacation at the time, I I'm prepared for that oddball stuff that happens. You know, I don't think anybody, I don't think anybody should travel if they're using if they're down to their last dollar. And traveling somewhere probably isn't for them. Oh yeah, yeah. I wonder if I got my. Oh, I gotta take a phone message here from my mother. Okie dokie. Did you make the spaghetti yourself, or did you go get a carry out? Hmm. Nope, 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 nope. Not yet. So you did 2 hours on the radio show today, huh, Christian? Oops. Hmm. Comes the big pimp himself.
I was wondering how long it's going to take you. I was going to leave a message for Christian to tell you.
Ah, he's eating
Oh shit!
his spaghetti right now, I guess.
All right, I'm sitting here waiting. I got I got about 45 minutes before my shrink exam.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is this for the last 10%?
No, this is just for my PTSD. PTSD is an automatic 100%.
Yeah, they had to get me that fucking. I'm telling you, man. Oh boy.
Well, you got to go tell them.
I saw one, and this I just I question this. this woman's everything, man. Her character, her freaking education, her mind. I mean, she looked like she belonged in a Halloween, trick or treating thing. I mean, badly dressed, poorly makeup was horrible. I mean, bad too, like somebody that never knew how to do it right. And in the basement of, I think it used to be a janitor's freaking storage unit or some shit.
Mm.
And you know, I don't know. When somebody doesn't show that, when it shows that they don't think that much of themselves, um, you know, how's their mind work?
Right? Maybe
What
she
do you
thought.
Go ahead.
Maybe she thought by looking less attractive that wouldn't put you off.
Dude, there was nothing about her, man. Nothing. And nothing could have helped. you know, I mean, honestly, nothing. She looked like one of those Cabbage Patch dolls. And
I just I just left Daryl's live stream.
Daryl got a live stream.
Yeah, Simon, Gatter, Michael, me, Kiko was there.
Uh,
It's one of
that's
those rare ones.
yeah, that's new for him.
Yeah, what the fuck is it? 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, they're
Or
just
he
trying.
woke up.
Yeah,
That's what I
it's
was
all
gonna do.
it's all done for a reason.
Yeah, but Daryl hardly ever have them.
Yeah,
Well, he's always live, but he's never, StreamYarding it.
yeah, that's for sure.
So I'm gonna have all.
He
Huh?
usually don't go to sleep till later on in the frick when the sun comes up anyway, don't he?
Yeah, but he crashed tonight. I had to reboot my computer while I was on the stream, and I must have waited about 30, 40 minutes. And all that time, I put this blue screen up
Yeah, I see that.
for the shrink.
Oh,
I don't want to see all my, my junk in the back, but I cleaned it off anyway.
oh, you're doing this virtually. I thought you had to go in.
Oh, no, no, no. Now, see, it looks like I'm out sitting on the couch and the living room is behind me.
Mm-hmm. Hey.
I had to break out the sheet, bruh.
Uh-oh. So you got a bed. You got Chris's house back there now.
So
Yeah, I do.
That might make you look like you got it made there. I wouldn't put that one up.
Shit, you know I ain't got it made.
You wanna have that destitute feeling.
I couldn't find one. Well, let me look and see if I can find me a picture of Haiti.
Yeah, that'll work.
Let me see here.
Okay, Edie. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that'd be a perfect one. Tell that doctor you're as sad as the folks behind you.
Or worse. Let's see.
Yeah.
So you shrink today then, Ronald?
Yeah, I got a CDO shrink today. Let's see.
Yeah,
here.
but because you now pretend you have this beautiful background, it's in your house.
Right? Tell her I'm having delusions of grandeur. That'll help. Now let's see here. If I go back over here, and then I tell them, let's see. I don't know how many you can add for free. But I'm going to tell them, Tony, I'm going to say, look, I'm coming to you live from my current position.
Yeah. Well, you got to
We're
go out
living in
you got to go out there and take a photo of the homeless in there, and then bring it back with you and use it for your
this.
background.
These are homeless tents in the back in Haiti.
And you say, hey, how long is this going to take? Because me and I got to get back to breaking bread and drinking wine with my friends over there.
Right? See? Now watch. See? There's some tents back there. What's up, Kiko?
How you doing? Hey, Tony.
How's the retirement going?
Hey, I got a question for you as a former bus driver.
Uh-huh.
What would you do when someone leaves a phone on the bus? Is there a lost and found?
Yeah, you're supposed to take it back with you, or you call up the dispatch and tell them you got it on you, and they'll usually tell you to tag it and then drop it off at the station.
Yeah,
I myself, I can't. They can't talk on the phone while they're driving because that's a major
right.
federal violation there. And
My daughter just got home from college and she rode the bus and she got in the house and now she realizes she doesn't have her phone.
is it a nice phone?
Well, it's an iPhone, you know.
Well, believe me, the ride arounds on there, or the children of lesser God will pick that up and
Right.
She know how to track it, right, Kiko?
Yeah, I hope so. She's trying.
Well, every phone, if it's not an Apple, she needs a Google account to open it. She can go to Find My Device on Google.
No, it's an
how long
Apple
ago was
iPhone.
this? How long ago was this?
Just now, she just got home. It's an
Call
Apple.
up, call up the transit system there, and tell them you left a phone on their bus, and tell them what direction and what time if you don't know the bus number, and then they'll call that operator up.
Okay,
Problem
I guess
is,
she called them and told them the bus number and stuff, but that's just
right,
assuming someone would turn it in if they
Oh,
found it.
right.
what they'll do, what they did for us was they would have us stop the bus and then look look around. Of course, if somebody put it in their pocket,
It's a
they're
Well,
not
done deal.
how do they contact you if you're driving and you're not allowed to get on the phone?
because you have a radio. They have a radio. They call you on. They got a
Oh,
got
they got a
a
radio
handset
and
just
they
like
call you and the dispatcher calls you and lets you know.
I have to call the number.
yeah. They'll ring. They'll have the radio. TCH radio it's called. They'll send out a signal, and then you pick up the handset, which is like a telephone, and you key down on it to talk.
You mean like back in the old days?
Yeah, like if you're in the field and click click. Usually, and they'll call that particular bus, and they'll have the driver stop and look, and you describe your phone. What section of the bus did you leave it on? You know, but me, I used to just I didn't like doing that shit, especially when I got relieved on the road. So I would leave it for the next guy.
And they told her to call back at 4:30, I guess, when the bus gets back to the garage or whatever.
Well, they must have one driver on that route then the whole day because this is usually this is PM. This is the busy time here.
Yeah, it's 3:30 our time.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
they said call back in another hour.
Yeah, that driver probably got relieved a couple hours ago, and he's out there till at least 6 o'clock, or depends.
How long was your shift? Was it a normal 8-hour day or what?
No. Well, it was 8 hours, but you had to spend 12 hours dressed in a uniform. I mean, I picked runs that paid more. I mean, they had ones. I've picked them that paid a straight 8 hours, and I would go in at 2:30 in the morning, get done at 10:30, something like that. But I usually picked the bigger payers that paid 10.5 when they were available, 10.5 hours a day. Over 50 hours a week, 55. So or 53. something like that. Anyway, you get the
You ever-
spread time, then
You ever have any riders, give you trouble, try to commit a crime,
all the time, man.
steal from you? No,
Well,
affecting you yourself.
I stopped at a gas station once toward the end of the line on the route I was doing, and this girl walked up front. Well, I could see her right out the window, the gas station window, and then she looking behind my seat where my bag was. And when I got on there, you're not supposed to get personal, but when I got on there, I told her, I said, "What the fuck? What are you looking at?" Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know it was your space. I go, "Yeah, you fucking snooping in my shit. You can't do that." You know, I mean, there ain't nothing in there for you. You know, if you want to rip me off that bad, I'll hand you. It's usually full of a lot of shit that'll be of no use to you. But you're not supposed to directly confront. There's always ways, you know. But they told you to call back at 4:30 or whatever. That, maybe you call it back. You say, "Could you call that bus and see if the guy found it?"
Yeah, because they do like a circuitous route, into the city, which is about 12 miles, and then back out the same route over and over. So it'd be nice if I could meet him someplace where I just dropped her off,
Well, what some people, there's always different options. What some people used to do is they would say, the dispatcher would say, "Well, so and so is going to meet you, your next trip back at 6th and Mitchell. Be looking for him,
Right. That would be.
I had a lady in a scooter. There were 2 buses on this one route that was hardly used, and this lady in a scooter, motorized wheel scooter. She was with must have been her daughter, and her daughter, she was bitching out the kid. I mean, real bad, And I thought, man, I couldn't stand it no more. I said, look,
A young kid?
Yeah, I mean, well, the kid was like 7 years old, 8 years old. I'm thinking, but apparently she let her use her phone, and she lost it. And this lady was bitching that kid out something bad, real bad, and I couldn't take it no more. She could hear me getting pissed off. So I stopped the bus and I said, well, what bus route were you on? And she said, this one. I said, there's only 2 buses out here. I'll call the guy up. I called up and I told them, what her phone looked like and where to look for it. And that she would be at that bus stop when the other bus came back around. Because that was only, I think that was only 25, 30 minute one way. I mean, it was quick. So she's apologizing to me for bitching the kid out. I said, kids do this shit. That's what they do. I couldn't, I said, you know what? I didn't tell her that, but I was thinking, instead of apologizing to me, maybe you should go, maybe she doesn't use your phone anymore or something, because she was belittling her something fierce, and I didn't like that. We're not supposed to get like that, but I couldn't take that, man. I mean, this kid held her composure and everything, Like, son of a bitch, this lady was. But I would call them back, daughter call them back, and ask them if, I don't know what their procedure is, but, ask if you can tell that driver, just ask the driver to look in the location you were sitting. Then they would get back, to the dispatcher, and you're on the phone with them, the landline with them, and you would, oh yeah, we found it. We can pick it up at such and such a place at such and such a time, or no, we haven't located, it's not on here, because really, if you call them up just after you've gotten off a couple of minutes, or 15 or a half hour, if you don't look, you may have given the opportunity to somebody else to take it. I have to personally, for me, I don't have no use for somebody else's phone. You know, I have my own stuff. But does she have any? Does she have any serious information on there?
Well, she's a college freshman and she's got all, you know, everything to do with school and her
I
bank.
mean, like personal information, bank and all that.
Well, yeah, sure. The kids, their whole lives are their phones, you know. I mean,
Yeah, I should. And you know what though? Not you mention that they're like that in the Philippines too. They'll walk around with their head down, and phone glued to their ear, man.
yeah, that's, the whole world's like that now.
Yeah, thought that was only here.
And I said, well, here,
Listen,
I'll try to call it. She said, well, I don't have the ringer turned up. I said, well, what's the use to having something for people to call you if you don't turn the ringer, you know? I mean,
yeah,
you and
well,
me, it's common sense.
I have mine on vibrate because when I'm driving, these people will sit there and the thing will be ringing and they'll be looking at the phone and it'll have the person's number and name on it and they look at it till the very last possible moment before the ring of the music stops and then they answer it. I always have mine on vibrate. That way, when I was driving, you can't use a cell phone. I should have been clear about that. You can pick up if you're going to be on theirs. They and you're busy. They'd rather you pull over and stop and use it. But if it's safe to do so, you can use it.
And these kids were as popular. Oh, just put it in your back pocket. It looks cool. Well, you sit down and then you break $1,000 phone. You know?
Well,
I mean,
yeah. No, man, I would. I'd be losing my mind right now.
look, when they start buying their own, I don't care what they do with it. You know?
Yeah,
But I don't like putting out $1,000 for a phone and then, oh well, you know.
I can't see people do it. Like Simon will do it because he's in business, So, but to me, it's a phone, man. I mean, $1,000 for something that's going to be obsolete in 5 years.
I mean, I don't put Facebook on my phone or anything like that. You know, I just use it to call, use it to check the news, sports, weather, and my bank. That's all.
Well, I always checked. For me, I always checked the direction the wind was coming out of, because then that would tell me how cold that 35 degrees was going to feel. You know, because 35 really isn't that cold, but if the wind's coming out of the north or the northeast, yeah, it's going to be pretty cold.
I mean, there gets to a point you need to learn the responsibility for your stuff, you know.
Sure do.
And
I always
you
have.
you don't learn that until you got to start replacing it yourself with your own money.
Yeah, that's
You
a
know,
$1,000
Well,
chunk of change.
right.
I did because I always bought my own. I was never given anything. Well, they didn't have them back then, but I was never given anything. Nothing. I worked for every single thing I've ever had.
That's right. Me too. If I haven't bought it, I didn't have it.
And when I give information or advice, I said, and this is for free when I'm telling a person, don't do this or this will happen. That it, I'm not giving it for you. I'm telling you what you got to do to maintain it, to keep
Right.
it.
I mean, we learned the hard way, and we're trying to give you advice and not to do the same stupid
Yeah.
thing. But hey, you can listen or not. You know.
Uh, yeah.
You don't really learn unless you suffer consequences.
Yep. Oh my God. When I bought my first car, my mother gave me $100 because of the day of the week, and then when I got it back at the end of the week, I gave it to her. So when my dad when my dad started talking to me, like, you know, this, that, and the other thing, I said, man, you didn't buy this for me. I did. You know, I got this for myself, by
Yeah.
myself.
When I was
So
like
you don't have a
15 and a
word to
half,
tell.
15 and a half, if I wanted to drive, I was bound and determined to get my own car. And I found one for $125. And my dad was a cement finisher. So I worked as a laborer for $2 an hour. And when I had 66 hours in, that car was mine.
Oh,
$125. So I worked
yeah,
for it. And
mine
nobody
was
else
400.
ever bought me a car after that.
Mine was 480. I liked the Skylark. I had a 68. It was a 68 Skylark. My dad had one, but he had his with the skirts.
Mine
And then
was a
he had
66 Olds Cutlass was mine. 4
was a
different shades of paint.
68. He had the bucket seats with the console in the middle and all that. That was nice.
Yeah,
He had it paint.
mine was at a used car or at a car dealer, a new Chevy dealer, right? And it was sitting way back, the back row of the used cars. And my dad and I were looking at it, and we went. It didn't start. The guy went 150, and he tried to start it. Of course, the battery was dead. And my dad said, "I'll give you 125." The guy said, "Okay." He just wanted it off his lot, you know. So I paid 125, and
Boy, wouldn't
bought all my own vehicles ever since. Nobody ever bought anything for me since then.
didn't that feel man, when you had your first car, it was like you had such a freedom, boy.
Yeah,
Goodness, you know, it
that's
was
like my 17-year-old boy right now. Except it's not his car; it's our car.
it was just cool to drive somewhere, not have to wait for the bus, you know. You're so independent. It was super feeling. So my dad one time I had to get a new exhaust system. So he comes to school with my car, and he's sitting in the the driver's seat as I'm walking. I'm away from the car, not far away, but not too close. And he's sitting there. I said, and I go like this. I'm like, the fuck out of there. And I was actually saying it. He looked at me like he was all pissed. I go, that's my fucking car. You sit in the passenger seat. You know, that was my way of talking to him like he would talk to me. And then he would have such a surprised look on his face, like, why are you talking to me like that? You know, well, you used to talk to us like that all the time.
I had my next older brother, man. I was 7 years younger, but he had back in the 70s. He bought one. You ever see a TR6 Triumph TR6 sports car?
Yeah.
Convertible 2-seater.
Yeah.
Well, he had bought a brand new one in like 74 or something like that.
Right.
And my parents' garage was under the house, you know. And in the wintertime, he'd want it cleaned up to go on a date or whatever. So I'd wash his car and I'd wax it, you know, down in the basement. And I'm all done. He might give me like $1, you know. And I'm all done. He comes down yelling at me. I'm like, what's the deal? He said, look. I said, look at what? He said, you're wearing a belt. He said, don't ever touch my car wearing a belt. He didn't want me to scratch it, you know. Back then we had belt buckles on our belts, you know.
Big ass buckles.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't a Texas size buckle, but it was just a regular. But I had done all that, washed it, waxed it for him and everything. He's ready to go out on a date, and then he's down there yelling at me because I had a belt on. That's how much
you were probably a topic of a conversation between him and that date.
And great.
Yeah, that's my dad, man. I used to wax. My God, he had a 73, 72 and a 73 Clipper in that burgundy one. Boy, I had that thing shining like a brand new car, man. You know, and I'd be out there waxing all day. I said, "Hey, you're probably gonna say no, but can I use the?" No, he'd say no.
Hey, Tony, I think I better put some pants on for the interview. I got Fruit of the Loom up the top.
That's okay, man. Until you're all, you're goofy and shit. Yeah.
Fruit of the Loom.
Do you have a 40 of English 800? You can probably hold that while you're doing your interview.
No, you can't have no alcohol when you're doing these interviews.
Said what?
But they'll tell. They can tell if you're drinking.
It's
Whoa!
an empty can.
Yeah, well, she can tell if you've been drinking.
You tell her if she don't, she's seen this person before.
Right? Yeah, she can't tell. I can sit here with shades on too.
Okay, when you're talking, you say, if you don't believe me on Nuts Fam, you go to such and such a live stream, and they'll tell you.
Tell go fuck yourself. That's what I'll tell her.
I'll tell you what a nut they are.
No, I just go ahead and put on some pants anyway. I got to go to the big house today. They're giving away the ham.
Oh boy. Man,
Yeah, last week was the bacon.
I like the ham, man. Oh,
I got ham coming, turkey coming, some burgers, and pork something. Oh, pork! I think pork chops, boneless pork chops.
wow.
All right, I don't care what they say. I'm wearing my hat.
There you go. There's nothing wrong with that. They might as well just have you in your birthday suit, for crying out loud.
With the hat on.
Yeah. Yeah, you go, look, I'm clothed. Hey, it's the top of my head, but I'm clothed, right?
Oh, damn. It would fall down because I leaned back too far. Look at it. It's all over my head.
Oh.
Here we go.
You gotta fix
Gotta
that shit.
fix it. Yep, before it
Fix
comes. Well, I could just leave it like this. I don't need no screen, but it looks good that way. Well, I pulled all of it down.
You say you get on there and you stand up and you say, I hope you don't mind this hanging out here.
Right. Cue me while I whip this out. Ah, here we go. I could just make it simple. But no. I had to be all elaborate. Instead of having it where I had it, I could have it where I'm having it now.
Well, back in the day, Tony, all we had to worry about was not losing our car key, our vehicle key. That was our major expense in our wallet.
And the house key.
That key, I had the little key, like the GM, the shape of the head of the key was like a four-sided. And,
one for the door, one for the trunk, one for the ignition, one for the trunk. Remember that?
Yeah. Yep. Then the key that my starter on that one was on the dash.
Remember?
I used to.
And then they came out with what was called a valet key, like if you had a Mercedes or something. It's a valet key. It wouldn't open anything else. It just drive the car, I guess.
That's all the valet needed to steal it. You don't need to get in the trunk.
I'm sure I've told you this wintertime story, but I was driving my car around and it was shit, 3-foot drifts and shit, and the car was kind of conking out here and there. The snow was so high, it was a little starter and all that. The straight 6 in that one I had. And I said, you know what, man, I'll go park my car for the night. I'll take my dad's, and I got in there, and I see this note on the steering wheel. Do not start car, blanket on motor. And I thought, who the fuck does this? Who does? And I go, what the fuck is this? It's like, and right away I'm thinking, this block is cast iron. It's gonna get cold. And so I started up anyway. Busted all 3 belts.
Oh, Lord.
Back then, $21 was a lot of money to replace.
What did it say? Blanket on motor?
Yeah, he had a blanket on top, wrapped up over the motor.
So you started it anyway?
I did it anyway because I thought there ain't nobody dumb enough to do that. I said, I thought to myself, like, this is really going to help a cast iron block. It ain't going to do shit, Well,
at least you ain't.
Then my dad, when he was telling the story, he goes, I put a note on that wheel and he still fucking did it.
Well, at least he ain't Kramer. Put all the groceries under the hood.
Pizza and shit. Yeah, I didn't know as much being 16, but I thought that was pretty freaking corny. Who would do that kind of thing? Anyway, he went. When he went hunting one weekend, so I took. He had a van, Chevy van, when he had a love seat bolted down in the back and all that, and so he was out, and I used his van. Me and my friend went to some county hunting grounds a little bit west of here. It was raining. It was miserable. So on the way back, the muffler fell off. I mean, it must have not been on. It didn't clamp it. So because I kept having these people speeding up to me. I thought somebody was messing with me. Hey Maria. So I thought somebody was messing with me. And I kept pulling away. So the next day, because I couldn't hear it, it didn't. And my dad said I had to buy him a new one, even though I didn't do it. Because it fell off. I thought, what an asshole, Maria's in the house.
What's up, Maria?
Hey, hello, Christian. Hello, Maria.
Oh boy, well, that ain't happening no more. I asked my son. I said, look, if you have any question about anything, ask me. You don't want to be the dumb one in the room when you have a bunch of guys sitting around bullshitting about house construction. You don't know shit. All you know how to do is turn the key to get in it.
Now they got YouTube, man. Back in the day, we had to either know somebody that knew how to do it or watch them do it for us before we learned.
I went to my cousins in Ohio, and my cousin belonged to this outdoorsman club, and they did some trap shooting there. They didn't have me and him went in there, and I said, it's gonna be all right because me and my son. I said, man, people are gonna hear people shooting over here. It's so fine, it's okay. So when my son, I said to the guy, I said, hey, can my son shoot some too? And my son's up there shooting like he'd been doing it all his life. I said, where did he learn how to do that? Because he never did trap shooting before. So I was bored because, well, this thing they had that shot the pigeons out it just broke most of them shit. So I'm sitting there, I see two birds flying overhead, and I go, boom, I shoot at one. and I got these flowers, not flowers, these feathers falling out of the sky. But he kept going though. Oh man, we got 10 million in the house. Oh my God.
Simon's back there
Ronald,
somewhere.
you got a green screen behind you now?
Oh yeah, I had to.
How do you do that?
Blue sheet
The blue sheet.
or green sheet.
Up on the wall.
On your computer you can.
Who's playing that piano behind you?
Liberace's Ghost.
Nah, that's a black one. Liberace like the white one.
Yeah, he would never play a black one.
No.
Yeah, I plan on going out Sunday, but we're supposed to get some flurries and crap like that, being along the lake. And I was gonna make a ton of driving videos.
Butchum just got like 8 inches expected over in North Dakota.
You know what? I took the batteries with me last weekend. I took 4, but I did not bother to check if they were powered up, and they weren't.
Oh damn! Yeah.
So this time I did, and I did it through the camera this time, and I got them all up. So if I use 4K, it's gonna eat one of them up real fast. So I think I'll do those. I'm looking right at the comments. I'm looking right at the StreamYard comments.
Mm-hmm.
She said, good evening. Viking said hello. Whoop whoop from the professor. Yeah,
Simon's supposed to be in here lurking too. He texts something.
Man, when you get 10 people in the background this time of the day, that's probably a.
His ain't showing up. All right, ladies, it's 12:55. Gotta close everything here and then open up this video.
You let us know how it goes.
I'll be back. I'm gonna have to put it on 30 minutes only.
Tell them you got a bunch of white people you're waiting on to kick their ass. So could you
Copy
hurry up
that.
with yeah.
Yeah, I was just binging Roots.
All right,
Punta
Chicken George.
Kinte.
All right, later.
Later on.
Bye, Kiko. Bye, Maria. Bye, Christian. Bye, Simon.
Oh, brother. Viking said, "I love Maria," but you guys can see those things, though, can you not? I said this isn't. It's not like a YouTube one where I got to look at them all the time, but um,
Yeah, I think we're supposed to get snow flurries Monday, maybe.
yeah, we're in that that between kind of weather thing. But what it is there's a ton of rain out to the west of us, a lot. I mean, a wide band of it. And it depends on the temperature, whether it's going to be flurries or not. It's going to be off the lake, so the lake water is warm enough to, if it's 35 degrees out, 35, 40, we get that
Lake
lake.
effect.
Yeah, and that could be a bitch because one time they said while I was working, they said, "Oh, we were gonna have a minor dusting." So their minor dusting after my first trip, I made 2 trips on a freeway flyer. So the second trip, first trip, I got back right away. And this guy waiting at the bus stop in front of the courthouse says, "Hey, could you call up and see what time, you know, the bus will be here?" He's looking for a different one. I said, "They're all behind." He said, "You're not." I said, "That's because I'm good." And the lady next to him was laughing, and that second trip, what should have only had taken me probably 12 minutes turned into hour and a half to get from where I was to the freeway I needed to get to. That it was just
Well, nowadays, I guess there's an
there you
app and
go.
you can see where it's at, what time it's coming. But you
Okay.
know what? You
Well,
need a phone to do that.
oh, now that sounds like Simon's comment in there. Yeah, I acknowledge the people who support me. I just said before, I don't know which one I'm talking to, but I just said before that you were saying hello to everybody on here.
I think he just hijacked Maria's phone.
I think he did because I had commented, and if you were all on here, I think, and I said, Maria's saying hello to everyone here. So yeah, I do acknowledge them. So you must have not been here when we started. And I think the little audience I have here can concur with that.
I don't know. It's standing room only.
You never know, but I know I did what I did. So still hung up on that supporting people stuff. I see. I always support those that support me. Matter of fact, I supported some of you on here more than you ever have me, but I don't complain about it. That's just part of uh, the way it goes.
Gary supports a lot of people.
Gary does, yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised he isn't around. Unless I got some wicked weather over there in the DC area. Hmm. Yep. So what was what you so you've been retired for what, a week now?
Yeah, this is the end of the second week now.
So how you feeling?
Oh, pretty good. I'm trying to go to the gym every other day.
Yeah, I was doing that too for a while, but well, back when I first did retired, the staying in your house was the best thing you could do, you know. So hello, Hapsters. What's cooking, huh? Some nasty weather outside and frozen pizzas inside.
Oh, you're gonna cook a frozen pizza, huh?
That's all I got. I could call up for the big one, but I've been laying off my apple cider vinegar because my I was hurting, man. My liver was hurting, so I backed off from all that lemon juice. And the Hapsters are in the perfect weather location.
Hey, Hapsters, my daughter's in the Marine Corps there in Hawaii.
Oh my God! You know what? If they'd have sent me there right away, I'd be bitching the whole time after I left. You're
I
sending
told
some
her
warm on. Maybe you'll take. Maybe I can talk you into taking some of that snow that's coming our way off my hands.
I think I'd get bored with it after a while, sending
No,
all the.
no, 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 no. Shit. How would you like to get up virtually every day and wear shorts and flip flops and uh, you
Hey,
know?
Tony, I did that. I was stationed on Okinawa for 4 years. It's the same climate as the Philippines, hot and
I
muggy all the time.
and you know what? When the times I've been there, I have not experienced like I would around here. You know, by the lake. I you know what I mean with humidity because I've been around it too, but I did not experience that there, and I was there in late June and the end of July time of the year, and you would think, but I didn't have any problem with it.
I think there's only two changes of seasons, wet and dry.
Yeah, well, in where I'll be, or where your wife's from, there it's kind of a hodgepodge of, you know, there's no real. They say there's no real. It's not very pronounced. This, you know, the difference, the time between each happening. Yep. Now Ronald went off onto. He had to go do a Ronald had to go do a um, what do you call it?
Interview.
Interview, yeah, with the doctor. So, nah, Simon, you ain't gonna be able to get me to tell you why. You should be ashamed of yourself for using your wife's um,
We know,
channel.
Simon. We can tell.
Yeah, well, you know, can't you
We'll
can't
lie.
explain anything too much to somebody that's not willing to uh, hear it. You know,
Just remember, Simon, you can't fool an old fool.
yeah, can't bullshit like that kind of thing. Yeah, been hot, huh? And you're big time surrounded by water out there. I've been through there on my way down to um, Guam. You know, I did the United flight, Chicago, San Francisco, Honolulu, Guam, Manila, and I picked that one again. I picked that one again.
That's your
Um,
January one?
well, I picked that flight. Yeah, the January one. I picked that one. This time they didn't stop in San Francisco, and I know it's a long ride, but I mean, all total with all the all the add-ons to all that stuff, it was only $900. And then couple of days later, United canceled it. Which
Now that was one way, right? Not round trip.
yeah, it was one way. Well, yeah, it was one way. When I took that one the first time, the return just before I knew I could pick different return shifts. Um, I went from Manila to Hong Kong and then Hong Kong back to Chicago. Mm.
Yeah, we got one. I think my wife took from here to JFK and JFK straight to Hong Kong. That's like 16.
Yeah,
16 hours.
mine currently right now um, is still on for the for the time. But if they open up to tourists, well, then they're going to be putting a lot of these routes back on. And you know what? The last time I took that route, I was smoking, so I I don't, for whatever reason, when I left Hawaii, I could have swore they said 2 hours, but it was more like 7 or 8. And as I sat there having the nicotine fits, I looked at that door and I thought, ain't a thing I can do. Huh. I mean, son of a gun, if they had a porch area there, I probably would have been on it. But yeah. But so far, mine's on, and shipping out most of this stuff because I'll have to come back here at least one more time. My son's gonna stay here while I'm gone, so him and his girlfriend will be shacking up here. They'll just have to, I only need somewhere to come back here and, for a couple of weeks. I don't really need to own anything. How you doing, Gary?
Hello, Gary.
Hey,
What are
Gary.
you going to do about all your medication, Tony? You got to take a month's supply of it with you, or
Yeah, well, I got 3 month. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring my printouts of the medicines with my name on it and all of that, because the bottles. Um, Chris did a video a while back in Naga, and he looked to see how much it would cost. I'm going in January, Hapsters. So I'm going January. I'll be there the first week of January. Hopefully, they end that. They end the quarantine thing, because then I'll spend the whole week there and go see my brother-in-law. I have a couple of brother-in-laws that live there in Manila area, and I'm staying right down the road from the Mall of Asia, where it all first happens for me. So I would love to get out and about. You know, I booked it for 7 days, and 5 is the requirement if you've been fully vaccinated, which I have. So that's what I.
are you staying in Manila all 7 days?
No. Well, for the quarantine, yeah, but I got my tickets to fly to Mindanao. So everything's been done. So hopefully, I wouldn't had a rapid test done the other day just out of curiosity. That came up negative, so I'm
What's
gonna
that
be
cost?
real. Hey Gary, I'm gonna be real uh, picky about being out and about. The chance of me getting something over here. So
What
before
did
I
that
leave,
cost you, Tony, for a rapid?
well, I don't even know the insurance company pays for that. It's a swab test. It's a couple hour or so. They give you the results, and they have another one that gives them to you in 24 hours. And then they have that PCR. What was that, PCR? That one, so you have to have it done 72 hours. So I'll make my appointment. That you can't make it that far ahead of time, so I'll make it probably in the week before, 4 days before. I can get it done on Tuesday, and then I'll have the results by Friday or Saturday, because I have to fill out a health pass, One Health Pass it's called. I can't fill that out unless I have the information from the other test, because that's a requirement. I don't get it. If you test, whether you're vaccinated or not, and you're negative, they seem to be misleading. Yeah, 72 hours before, but my flight leaves on a Sunday, so the Walgreens I go to over here used to be 24 hours a day. So I can't make it on a Friday and get the results on a Sunday. I need to be careful of how I have that, because I could get it on my phone over there, but then I have to get to get in there. A new SIM card. I have a dual SIM card phone though, so. And I seen other guys on here that got channels that went. No, I'm not going to Cebu, Gary. I'm going to. Well, I could have went that way, but I didn't really. I got two brother-in-laws there. I love where I'm going. So yeah. Well, I didn't block you there, Maria. I don't have to be man enough to do anything, Simon. All you want to do is start some baloney with me. That ain't happening. So go have a couple of drinks and do what you do, and yeah, I'm been a while, man. My son and my wife and my son have been there for 2.5 years now. And here's a new subscriber of mine. He subscribed this morning. He lives in Ukraine. Is that correct, Jerry? I'm okay today. Pretty good.
Hello, Jerry.
Hello, Jerry. Welcome.
Jerry knows. Jerry, Jerry. The Hapsters are saying hello from Hawaii, where they're both probably sitting there in shorts. Boy, if I could ever do it all over again, life all over again, I'd go right to where
Or you go there at 18.
Oh yeah, gee, kid. Oh my God, I'd probably have 10 kids. Huh.
Or like 110.
I don't know. Yeah, 100. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't know how many per year, how many litters per year. I don't know. But I don't know about Davao. I know they have an airport there, but where they take flights coming in from, I have no idea.
Gary, Davao is on the southern point of Mindanao, and Butuan is on the northern point. It's a lot of distance in between.
Yeah. Well, General Santos is at the bottom, but if you were to take a bus ride from Butuan to Davao, it would be I think it's like 8 hours.
Oh yeah, 8, 10, depending on weather and traffic. It could be longer.
Yeah. Wow. You got evacuated. Really? Was that one I had heard? I heard over there that a couple of foreigners and a tour guide were killed If is that same volcano?
I've been to Tagaytay, isn't that Lake Taal is around Tagaytay?
You know, oh my God, you know that I had such a plan from when I retired. I would, I had this thing I was gonna have. My home base would be where I'm going, and I could go out to Vietnam or wherever I wanted, Bali or and that's all been changed. I mean, nowadays you just hope that you don't have anything else that's going to put you 6 feet under before you're ready to go.
Hey Jerry, my grandfather was Ukrainian.
On which side?
My father's.
Yeah, we don't know your last name, so.
Came here in 1897 as a 22-year-old.
I think man, my dad's mom had. I mean, yeah, I trace back like 1600s, the UK. Brother Viking. Jerry says hello. So Gary, why are you shy today? Are you? Mama H. Oh, Mona. Oh man, Moma. You meant Mama or is that Moma? You.
Yeah,
I.
yeah.
I don't think you got to have that, Gary. I don't really know. I suppose you have to have some proof of some sort for me to even get my 9A visa. I had to show. I showed them both of my pension statements. From the bank that mine's direct deposit, and I imagine you got to be, well, obviously you have to have enough money to support yourself. And if you have a family too, I don't think they're going to chase you down like they would over here, but you know what, there's nothing wrong with behaving accordingly anywhere. I mean, we're guests over there, so it's their country. Yeah. Well, you know what? I decided to do one the other day, Gary, because I wanted to film it in 4K. And I might. I thought about doing it this weekend with a bunch of them because go downtown. It's supposed to snow though, and the 4K eats up the batteries faster.
Hey, we never did
So
get to see what you got at Arby's.
yeah, well, I couldn't divulge that. I mean, I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you to know.
Yeah, I know. I understand.
I didn't want to go through. I just.
You know what? They sell a Reuben sandwich, and my mother likes that. So
I
every
heard.
once in
You
a
know
while, I'll
what?
get her one.
But growing up, all I wanted was my turkey sub. From what do you call it? Uh, what was the name? I can't think of it now. What's the name of that place, Kiko? You know the place.
Not
Uh,
Subway.
It was before that. Way before Subway.
A turkey sub from
Well,
a
it
fast
was
food place.
Miles Standish. It was called the Miles Standish Suburbia.
Suburbia. I never heard of that.
Yeah, here in Wisconsin, they have one called Suburbia, and everybody after bar, whether they were drinking or stoned, they went to Suburbia to get a sub sandwich, always. And they went bankrupt, and they came back in for a little while longer, and they were going through it again, or was part of it. They had liquidated everything, but I was getting these subs for $1 a piece, but that was 1970,
Did that?
1980.
Did they serve like meatballs and hot
They had
sausage
everything.
too?
They had what you mentioned about that salty Reuben James. That's what they called it. But it's like what corned beef and all this other saltier than hell, but very tasty. You know. I just once I had my regular, that was all. You know, me and my friend went in there during Halloween one time, and we're eating, and next to us they have that fiberglass that they make that ghost stuff out of, clouds or whatever.
I lived in Norway for 49 years, Hapsters. I still not used to the cold.
Oh, I'm done with it, dude. Oh my god. But
Jerry, he asked a question. I
here
think my
comes
grandfather
Jerry.
he was from the southeastern corner of Poland, but he considered himself Ukrainian.
Jerry's right here.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. How are
Good
you?
All right. You're in
Hey,
Chicago. You're in Chicago, huh?
Exactly. I'm about 5 hours away from Wisconsin, from the
No, no.
cheeseheads.
You're 90 minutes away. Chicago's an hour and a
It
half
depends
from
on the
me.
heavy traffic. It
Five
depends on
hours.
the heavy traffic on the highway.
5 hours would get me from here. Five
You're
hours
working, brother?
would get me to St. Louis.
Well, it depends on the highways. Currently, you can get stuck right now.
Yeah, oh
You take
yeah,
294.
yeah. I know. I've experienced that.
I'm glad to get your channel, Yankee, because I support a lot of different people. A lot of different people.
Yeah, I do
I
too.
have all 1K.
Yeah, I do too.
Uh,
I like to surround myself with good people.
yeah, absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Which ones are you guys grandfather from Ukraine? Which ones, Vikings or which one?
No, that's me, Kiko.
Hey, what's going on? Which part of your grandfather are from Ukraine? Part of the city or suburb or village? I mean,
No, he was actually from what is now Poland. Okay,
okay,
but he considered
okay,
himself Ukrainian. I looked on his
really,
immigration form. It said, "What race are you?" And he put down Ukrainian. So he considered himself
really.
Ukrainian race, but he was from southeastern Poland. Uh, its closest town is called Belograd, I think.
Probably
Yes,
Poland because I never heard of it.
yes, it's Poland. Yes.
I've been to Poland. I traveled this year because of current illness. Last year, couldn't get out of the US at all. Mm-mm. My flight was my flight was moved to my travel agent when to move me to January. I said no. I know Ukraine. I know it gets cold and snowing. So I told my agent move my ticket to summer. So I visit Ukraine May. It's in my videos right now. I record that. I record all my trips, everything.
Yeah, you
It's
know what?
beautiful right now.
I sent all my stuff in because anything over there in the Philippines being done with efficiency is highly unlikely. So my ticket was until January, but I thought, well, I'll send this all in now in case there's a problem. I can send the stuff back, that maybe they didn't like or whatever. And then they send me it, and it says they started my 59 days starting November 24th.
Wow.
So of course, you're going to be able to make extensions. But
Who you have in the Philippines? Who you have there?
my wife and my son.
Oh, really?
Yep, yep.
How about you, Jerry? Do
Wow.
you have any connections to the Philippines, Jerry?
No, I only watch and support Philippines men, women, and YouTubers. I see a lot of videos like Philippines, um India, I love to go to one of the two countries. This in my bucket list. When I see the first time video of Philippines in India, oh man, I want to go see the country.
Mm.
I heard in India cheaper food, street food cheaper than US, much cheaper.
Uh, uh, Gary, I haven't read all of them in entirety. I put them up on the screen because people here are having conversation. So my answer to a few of your questions is that my house has the garage attached. I have a bigger yard that way. I had houses where I had the garage set back, and it's too much work in the winter time.
Yeah, it's a
So,
lot nicer in the wintertime when you don't have to walk outdoors to your car.
well,
Honey.
yeah, that could be a 2-3 hour job. But Gary, whether you realize it or not, you could come on here and be part of the conversation. Don't go be an assignment on me here. They're always by accident, Gary. You should know better. But anyway, like I said, you want to be on? Come on up. You can talk to Jerry here. You can talk to Kiko. You can talk to the Hapsters.
Hipsters, I visited her stream. She Facebook too live. She was showing a dolphin feeding. Man, hamsters, they are so lucky. They're in Hawaii. That's not one who I want to visit. I heard it's very expensive state,
Yeah,
very expensive, like New York City.
I was there. I went through there in 2013 and at the airport, and I went to the Burger King inside the airport, and I got one hamburger, one small fry, and one, I forget the size of the Coke. That was $8 back then.
Woo!
And I'm like,
Oh my
my
God!
goodness.
Wow.
Well, airport stuff's always more, but you got the Hawaii and it's the airport, so
Hey Jerry, what part of Ukraine are you from?
I'm second city of Ukraine called Lviv. Um, you can Wikipedia in that. You can see all information on it.
Yeah, how do you
Videos.
pronounce that?
Lviv. Lviv. It's the second
Gary,
city of Kiev. You heard of Kiev, capital of
yes,
Ukraine.
do you ever watch the
You
blogger
heard of?
Bald and Bankrupt? The guy that has traveled
Oh
Ukraine?
yeah, Ben.
Ben, yes.
Yeah, he was in Ukraine. I watched him, dude. He went to all kind of countries. I think somewhere. I think he's in Russia right now. I'm watching him,
Yeah, he
and there's
went
another
to
one. There's
Siberia.
another guy I watch. Yeah. I watch Johnny FD. He is in Ukraine right now. Johnny FD. I think he's a Wednesday because he bought a property. He bought I think
Yeah. In
one more
Kharkiv?
he bought a Kiev. He's in Kiev. Johnny FD. He bought a property in Kharkiv. I don't know how much. I think he's the investor. He buys properties.
Yeah, that guy just goes out. He's like, "Oh, it's $120,000. Okay, I think I'll buy it." He must be making some good bank.
I bet you too. I don't know where he got the money from, but I know Kiev is expensive. Man, it depends on where you buy. It depends. If you're in a village, you can buy it cheaper. If you buy in a city, in the capital, it bites you in nails. I wouldn't say that. Beautiful. In the villages, it's beautiful. In the mountains, Carpathian Mountains is beautiful. But
How
you don't
long
want
have,
to stuck in the winter in the capital, in the mountains. You'll
how
be
many
in
years?
trouble. You'll be
How many?
rescued by
How many?
emergency vehicles. What happened?
How many years have you been in the U.S.?
I am lived since '91 in Chicago.
Wow, 30 years. Wow.
Mm-hmm. U.S. citizen. I'm working part time over 6 years. Yes.
Gary.
It's not easy to. Yes, go ahead.
No, you do it. You go ahead, Tim. You got it. Jerry, you go ahead.
He was asking me something.
No, just how long you have lived here. You said since 91.
Yep, yep.
Gee,
It's been I n- a long time for me. I came as a kid, so
well, there's
in my
everyone on here
country.
except one person is from a cold climate right now.
Yeah,
Mm,
the Berlin Wall came down in 89, right? So
yeah.
you
Do
came
you
over
okay?
after
Do
that.
you remember Chernobyl?
Yes.
Oh man, who?
There's a lot of videos. I don't know which blogger you watch. I love to share you some bloggers that Ukrainian bloggers. Can you drop me your Facebook so I can send you message? People who travel, the Ukrainian video bloggers travel to Chernobyl. I think every week or every second 3 week, and you see raw video from houses that people left.
They said
That's bad.
they said they said that the concrete that they used to seal that area is going to have to be redone again, and it's going to be a real problem.
Yeah, I saw that vlogger when Ben, remember he went to that area and the old guy living by himself amongst,
Mm.
Yeah, yeah,
I forget what the
yeah.
guy's Caroli, what was the guy's name? The old man.
I don't know. I can remember, but he bought him a drink. He bought him a vodka. Ben, pretty. Um, he's from UK, right? United Kingdom. He's from UK or Australia. I forgot where he came from. But
Who?
very interesting video blogger. Very interesting guy. I
Okay.
never spoke to him. I just make comments on his video. He never spoke to me, but I love to speak to him about his traveling.
You
He loved to
know,
all.
there's a guy out there, and I haven't seen him in quite a while, probably due to the pandemic, but he had these videos called Walking In, and him and his daughter, or him, he'd go to all countries all over the world and just walk. And you'd be able to see what those places look like, which is pretty
Mhm,
interesting. You know, for us
mhm,
that grew up where only books were our only way of telling us what people looked like or did over at another land. But
mhm,
I've always been fascinated with Asia, but this pandemic has changed that. So it's
mhm,
different than it's different than any other part of the world. The look, the food, the
mhm,
everything. The history.
mhm.
So Jerry,
But Ben,
have you ever been back to the
Golden
Ukraine?
Eagle. Yeah, I've been a visit this year. I've been visiting every 2 years. Because I have family members, cousins, his families, and their grandkids, and my grandparents in the cemetery. My some of my family members buried down there, so I had to visit them. It's interesting. It's very interesting. Yeah.
Oh, here comes another one. No, real, huh? Gee, let me guess. Who could that be? Oh Lord. You know what? I gotta say this to the doofus that's doing this stuff here. You can pick your fights and all that with other people that are of the same like, but not me. I'm not gonna have that on here from nobody.
What
So
are you getting
Uh
comments we
oh.
can't see, Tony?
yeah, this guy. You know what? He's just. I don't know, man. Maybe his wife needs to take him from the doctor or something to the doctor. But
Oh, somebody was messing with one of the uh, YouTubers, Filipino girl.
mm,
I told him stay away from her. Uh, we get blocked. So I blocked him. 2 minutes later, she warned him 3 times. Then I blocked him afterwards. He was saying about
Yeah.
his
You know,
wife, or he wants to do something shit like that. I don't like that. I support
you can't
Filipinos. I support a lot of good people. Don't bullshit with
can't
people
you can't
emotions.
travel
They're
from you can't
women.
leave
They can
Hawaii,
work.
Hapsters? Hapsters can't leave Hawaii right now or what? Oh, you're from oh wow. I didn't know that.
Wow.
But what I like here
Wow.
is people. What I like here, let me say this. What I like here is the people that I have here that are like the people I have here. I'm not interested. I ain't. Yeah, be a man instead. That's like a child. You know what I mean? I don't like. I'm not gonna get involved with people that probably been on the sauce for quite a while and they want to sit there and be ignorant. You know that ain't gonna happen here. I don't need that. You want to do that? I suggest hanging out with a bunch of 10-year-olds or something, something more up to your level, because I'm not going to do that. And I'll never do
Why,
that.
Yankee, block him, bro. Block his
Well,
ass. Block
yeah, well,
him.
they keep coming back. But anyway, that's just my point I wanted to make. I like having interesting and fun conversations like the folks right here. So I'm not interested in all that other why to and what for kind of thing. So you'll never get a response out of me like that. That's all I can say.
I want to
Maybe,
warn people: don't play emotions with the YouTuber, my friend Viking, because we are good people here. We
yeah,
like to socialize.
this dude.
Uh,
Yeah,
Sometimes we joke around, BS, but don't ask any personal questions. Anybody wants to ask, you have your own girlfriends, your wives. If you're looking for something like that, this is the channel to look. Look in uh, plenty of social media looking for women. This channel is not looking for women. This channel is practically family friendly. We talk a lot. We laugh a lot. I want to warn everybody. Yankees, he's a good guy. Everybody is here and he let people on,
mm,
but please don't make stupid comments until host get pissed at you or block you. I wanted to tell everybody this is a family friendly content.
yeah,
Yankee,
yeah, he,
bro, sorry I had to go off like that. I
yeah, he,
respect you, bro. I respect all my
yeah,
subscribers. I like to blast. See, I love to go tell truth, Yankee. You know that.
look at that,
Vikings know,
Jerry,
and people
Jerry,
they know
Jerry.
me.
Excuse me, Jerry. The Hapsters, they work in Hawaii. That's I feel real bad for you having to work way out there. but I,
It's a tough
but I had to
job, but
put
someone's got to do it.
in my
So,
time here. So let's see. Hey, Dennis. Nah, those aren't super M's. That's her husband wanting to act like a child here, Dennis. That's what that is. So
hey,
I'm not
Baconator,
gonna
Yeah.
have
are you back in Canada now?
Dennis. Are you back in Canada? Kiko asked. Yeah, I know you just a minute. I know you just got on here, Dennis, but that wasn't Maria on there. That was uh, her husband uh, trying to get a rise out of me here and act like a child and all that, and I won't have that. So, you know, I
And
like I
I'm
like what I like who I have, and you'll never be able to get me involved in a conversation, you know, like a child. So there are
Yankee. I'm
places
trying to
like that.
protect your. See, I try to right.
There are
I try to
places like
protect your
that for him to
channel,
go.
our channel. Yeah.
But
Hey,
yeah,
Kinko, which state are you in?
Pennsylvania.
Kiko, you got to jack up
Oh,
that
Pennsylvania.
mic,
Okay.
man. It's hard to hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Uh
Can you hear me,
oh.
Tony?
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you,
Okay.
but you sound
Yep.
like
No, you got it.
It sounds like we're whispering because our dad yelled upstairs to shut the heck up, and
Yeah.
but anyway, Jerry was asking you questions, anyways.
Yeah, I'm from Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Do you know the
Cool.
city
That's cool. That's cool.
Pittsburgh? Pittsburgh? You know what that
Yep.
is?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been there too. I like Western Pennsylvania.
Yep. All right, Tony. Thank you for having me on. It's a pleasure, dude. Kinko, if you want, I can give you a couple of Ukrainian YouTubers. Watch Chernobyl. Just drop me your Facebook. I'll message that videos to you. It was a pleasure to meet all you guys. Because we know each other through people's YouTubes,
Hmm.
who we was the hipsters or other people. I thank you
Yeah,
so much, Tony. I do
you're
appreciate it,
welcome.
bro. I do
Thanks
appreciate
for
it.
coming, Jerry.
Okay, Jerry. Nice to meet
No
you.
problem.
Goodbye.
You
See
too.
you.
Bye bye,
See you
guys.
soon, huh?
Yep.
See
Yep.
you,
All
Jerry.
right.
Thank you, guys. Have a nice weekend, though.
You too.
Okay, thank you, Kinko.
So your international spread is growing.
Yeah, yeah, I like that, man. I seen him on JB's, and seems to be a pretty good guy to me. So that's the kind of folks I like talking to, anyway. Yeah, Dennis. He's been uh, he's been blocked, and all the what twos and half fours don't matter anymore. So life goes on without him. So I'm not interested in rehashing nothing. Yeah, military family, huh? So you've been how long at Hapsters? How long have you been in Hawaii? Or were you born and raised there? Either of you? No, I mean obviously the missus is from the Philippines, but oh Lord. I don't need an honest answer. I don't have to tell you, Simon, and I'll never tell you. Ever. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. All you want's an argument, you go have that. Go to any grade school they got there where you're living around, and you'll be able to. I don't need an honest answer. There doesn't have to be an honest answer. Yes, I'm out don't matter because I can tell, you know. Um, Hail to the Viking. Yeah, the Vikings here laying low today. So, how long you been back from? Are you back from Mexico, Dennis?
Do you have a nice tan?
Yeah, I think you got over that red as a meatball look, huh? No, I don't. It doesn't. I have no interest to be discussing, Dennis, why and how and all that stuff. That isn't. You know, that ain't happening. Between you and I, we could, but I'm not. I'm never going to openly discuss anybody on anything about anymore. There's no. I don't need it, and nobody on here. People don't come on here to hear that. Bickering. So. Ronald had his doctor visit virtually by way of his computer there. So I don't know how long it's been a little bit. Anyway, at Kiko maybe 15 minutes.
Oh yeah, probably at least.
So, I don't know. Maybe this thing's like, it could be a half hour, 45 minutes. I don't know. Uncle Sam's flipping the bill for that one, huh?
I think I got my doctor's appointment next week, actually in person this time.
Well, you know what? The last one I saw, she says, I said, what are you writing? She says, I'm going to recommend you have therapy. And I said, when? That was last November. That's how much interest these doctors have. That they're gonna recommend something for you, but they're not gonna set anything up for you. They're just recommending it. Because I certainly didn't know which avenue to go down. So, they're the ones with all the education. So,
They certainly have little reminders that they send out, make sure you're going to make your appointment, but they don't remember to do stuff for you. Huh?
yeah. Hey. I research things nowadays after being led around for quite a few years. So I started researching things and asking questions. You know, um, but when you have a issue, and the doctor themselves, are they not supposed to steer you in the right direction? Uh, and when they do what they do and leave you hanging, that shows you what that whole thing is all about. They either think that everyone that puts in for it is just a liar that wants to get believed, and those guys have stole a lot of money from me. Come back and see me. Come back and see me. Well, I never mean to get hot in a doctor's office, but when you're playing somebody for a fool, then I got a problem. You know, um, I got better things to do with my money and or my time than to donate it to that huge company of Aurora. That's what they're called around here.
Hey, Tony, a little update on the bus saga. I guess
Yeah.
they told her the bus should be back in the garage by 5, and they're open till 7, so you
So,
have to make a run there to pick it up.
well, it would be cool if they can't radio the guy to find out if there's anything in the bus.
I guess that guy's like you said, he's on the end of his shift and he's coming back to the garage, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if they run that later at night or not. So.
well, I mean, what I'm saying is they could have had him look, and if it's there, okay. But he's leaving a big space and time.
Yeah, for someone else to happen to find it. Yeah.
Well, before we had cameras, and there'd be like, if there was only 2 people on the bus, and they said, "Well, would you look over the bus?" I'd hold the phone out here, going, waiting a while. I could bow, yeah, there's nothing there. But they got cameras and all that on there, and it's not that difficult of a request, anyways. But you just do it. Don't take long. Anybody see a phone looking underneath the seats and stuff? That's it. Gear, I don't know. Gear, he might come around Filipino Online now. That's right up your alley there, Gary. Hola. Are you still in Mexico or no, Dennis? That would have been a long month, huh? Oh, 4 days ago. Okay. I do. I have all of that. Surround yourself with good people. You get a grip. These are real people here right now. Gary says, Mr. Hafster, you can't take it, see it clearly. You're wearing sunglasses.
Gary, he did not say he was in the military. He said he worked for Uncle Sam. There is a difference.
Yeah. Most times, yeah. Yeah, I'm the only one that has an attached garage in my neighborhood, yeah. I think it's when you have it set back, that's a waste of yard space there. You know, you don't use the backside of that garage for anything. You never, why would you? You know?
You know, Tony, I never scrutinized your video that closely to even evaluate that.
Yeah, man. Oh, man. You know, a lot of pressure from Gary there, huh? Here you go, Gary. Mrs. Hapsters, And they're incognito, Gary. They have sunglasses on. I think they're what do you call that? What do they do with all the mob people they give them? What do you call that? I forget that now.
Boy, Dennis, if that was a business trip, that's a tough job you got.
Yeah, my God, how long were you there? I bet it feels like you were there 3 weeks to a month. Yeah, so her husband has the beard. That's a telltale sign.
Now, who'd have thunk that, Tony?
Only Gary. You didn't get a beard trim.
Twice. Wow. You paid for it both times?
Yeah. Yeah. I think he got chicken when he went there for his
Should be twice as short then.
yeah, he's almost due for another haircut already. Twice this past week. So what happened? You got trimmed twice, or
He just loved the conversation, I guess.
yeah, like the movies, you know, sit around Hicktown, USA, or out on the rocking chair out in front of the building. Let's see. Yeah, he, you know, I mean, truthfully, as a woman, would you want to kiss a guy with a monstrosity like that on his face? I mean, there's so much wild hair growing there, you don't know what the hell is on the other.
What matters is what's in his wallet.
Well, Gary, you're welcome to explain yourself since I can't understand. He just told you he works for Uncle Sam. He's not in. Okay. So you're the one that misunderstood that. And maybe explain it more carefully.
Tony, I guess you and I just don't converse on a higher level.
Yeah. Well, Gary, you know, ask them directly. Right here, get on here and ask them directly. Then you can get the response you want. Unfortunately, you never read the complete message, huh? Yeah, that's probably why I never went to college, man.
Yeah, we never good enough to be a technical writer.
Yeah. It just wasn't in the cards for me. Well, Gary, why don't you direct your question to them? And then correct me if I'm wrong there, Kiko. Did they not tell him that he's not in the army or the service?
I don't know. I won't go there.
Yeah, Gary, I sure hope you didn't think the missus had the beard. Yeah, that's what you keep saying. Oh, okay. Oh, wow, Gary, you're really punishing me, man. Please
Good.
don't take me.
Good. Someone speaks the correct language.
Yeah, that's called reading between the lines language. Okay. Well, then I was right in the world then.
Whoop-de-doo.
Hey, that one world problem solved right there.
There you go. First big check mark for the whole live stream.
Yeah, man.
Okay, what's the next problem to solve?
What's the next world issue there?
Can't have a live stream without controversy, huh, Tony?
I guess not. Now I try not to. I mean, I try not to have it. I mean, I never asked.
You and Jerry tried to.
Who?
Christian. You and Jerry, the Ukrainian guy that was on here.
Jerry was getting a little wild.
Christian's not being controversial, are you, Christian?
Nah.
No, you talk so good, so
He's had his share of it, so. But anyway. Okay, they're leaving now.
So, Christian,
Nice.
any snow yet in Norway?
no, not yet, but a week or two, I think.
Yeah, I think Monday we'll see our first flakes here. Tony, probably a little sooner.
Aloha. Yeah, they're talking about today we had a chance, I think tonight and Sunday.
Aloha, hipsters. Have a
Yeah,
good
go
day.
Gary, look at they're leaving. Thanks for stopping by, Hapsters. I just went to the eye doctor today too, Gary. That makes me mad, man.
There you go. You thought you were seeing everything clearly, huh, Tony?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I
Doggone
paid all the money out and I haven't. Oh my God. Look at this guy, dude. There he goes again, man. Oh my Lord. Yeah, man. Yeah, I prefer not to be the kind of man that carries a freaking bottle with me to bed.
But where is he writing you?
Whatever on YouTube
Ah,
because it came up.
yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, so feel free. I'm telling you, man. I don't know how many times I got to tell you. Don't come on here. Do it at anyone else's channel you want to. They're willing to tolerate it, but I'm not, and I don't care to. There is no discussion. There isn't any. I'm not interested in any. Therefore there won't be. And anywhere you might be in the future, I'll leave or where it's tolerated because I do not wish to partake in an endless conversation of drunken rants and that have no be babbling incoherently. I don't. Not for me.
I am really glad I have no idea what this conversation's about.
Yeah. You're blessed. You're the blessed one. Laters, yeah, I used to say that when I was teenagers. Yeah, you know what? It doesn't, and there's no need to either. So I just did. Uh, I do not, like to occupy my time and be consumed with baloney.
Yeah, sounds like they're both in it now. Gary, we have snow in Norway, just not where I am right now, but
Hmm.
3 4 hours drive from me, we have snow.
Yeah. You probably better that you don't know, Gary. I'm sure you'll get a. But you know what? I'm not. I am not being difficult or disrespectful in any way to Maria's channel because I like the videos, that content that comes out of that one. But I just don't like it when the old man uses it, as a tool to start up some needless, endless babble. That's all. Why I don't do what I do, why it doesn't matter. It absolutely positively does not matter. And I've probably discussed that way more than I should have to, but I keep sometimes I hope that the smarter one will realize that it's nothing, you know. All it is somebody wanting an argument, then I won't give it to them.
Hey, Christian, just a question. Have you heard anything about Gear? I'm just concerned about him. Uh, haven't
No,
heard from him. I hope his health is okay.
uh, been some days ago since I heard from him, but last time he was okay.
Yeah, because he
Gary,
was talking about having some vertigo problems or some, you know.
oh yeah, he was on Christian, was he not? He was on your live stream last week, wasn't he?
Yeah, yeah, that's right. He talked about apnea. Yeah,
He said that he liked he's sitting in the dark, kind of like because the light was hurting his head or something. But that's a tough thing, man. Oh my goodness. Come on with the joke, Gary. It doesn't matter if you didn't shower this morning. We can't smell you unless you're that bad that that smell's going to carry all the way from Maryland here. uh, all we're going to see is you from your chest up, anyways. We heard the joke. Oh, another day, man. It's like my ex-father-in-law used to say, sometimes I forget. He said, I forget what day it is. I think that being retired, I think the only thing that helps me with the clock is uh, every Friday. I did struggle. Hey, Michael, I did struggle for a while to where my son was coming over, and I thought it was the day before. He come on a Wednesday, and I thought that Tuesday was a when. Jerry, you can drop your channel here, your link, sure. You jump right on. You just do that. What do you call it? God, I can't even remember that right now. How do we do that, Christian? The hashtag, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Hashtag.
copy and paste it there, Jerry. You're always welcome to do that. Sure. Okay.
Hey, Monk, what are you talking about?
Well,
Hashtag.
we'll be able to discuss that in about
I will
20
send
minutes.
it. I will send it to you.
Wants to stay home.
Okay, Tony, I gotta leave. Gotta go to the bus station, I guess.
All right. Good luck with that.
Yeah, nobody's
If,
found it yet, but we'll see later.
if we're not on here, we'll be on the other thing, the private one. So
Okay.
if you want to share, hopefully you have a successful trip.
All right. Thanks, Tony. Christian,
All right, guys. See you later.
Monk, everybody. See you later.
See you, Kiko.
Okay. Didn't we have another one on here? Need a blue jacket. That's right. Okay, Jerry. Just a second. There we
Hey,
are.
my little JB.
Hey, you can give him that too, can't you, Christian?
No, only you.
Okay. All right. There you go. You should have it now, Jerry. I believe you should. Oh, that was the early one. Yeah. I think you got it, Jerry. We'll be able to tell here in a second, right?
Yeah, next time he write. Yeah, he has it.
Okay. Here you go. There's Jerry's, how you pronounce that last name? Korolchuk? Korolchuk?
Korolchuk, I think.
Korolchuk? Yeah. Yeah, just, you've seen him on here quite a while. I mean, for JB's for a while now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can, um, sure. Gary, you can come on and tell your joke to the world if you like. Yeah, that's a great understanding to have in the beginning, Gary. You know, then you get to really know that they really do understand what you're saying. So Jerry just got a sub from Creative Monk. JB, when do you find time to sleep? Oh boy. She goes with that master thing now. Master Viking. Yikes. Gonna be a lot of hide tanning going on there, huh? Shit. Yeah. You're welcome, Monkey. I appreciate your subbing him. I just like to take all this stuff and throw it in one big pile and burn it. Well, my daughter's gonna. My daughter's and her husband are gonna be looking for a house. I think in this coming year. I think they had to have to save a little bit more because they already did that pre-qualification thing because she has student loans. She's going to get her master's in. Well, that's another thing, man. my daughter's going to be a neuropsychologist there, so there's somebody to help you out there. The man in the bottle. But they have a lot of, um, so I told him, I said, I said, you can have all this. I got like $6,000 worth of stuff here. And I've been nice, haven't I? I've been very nice, haven't I, Viking?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, Gary, you like, well, you seem Jerry, so okay. Known who for quite a while. Jerry does that to promote Jerry's channel. Gary, you don't have a channel per se. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I'm only allowed six. I only get 6 people on here because I got the free version, I guess. So, anytime there's a spot there, Jerry, you're always welcome to come up. If not, you can sit back and, and be involved in the conversation. And um, when a spot opens up, I'll see it and I'll let you know. Yep, Jerry has a channel. Yeah. Ah, yeah, Gary. I would see. Nah. Uh, I think we're past that timeouts thing, Gary. See, you tried your best to get me to do it, and I wouldn't do it. So, but uh, sure. Over 1,000. You got 1,000 subscribers, Jerry. Do you get Jerry? Do you get a lot of people from Ukraine on your channel? Oh boy, it's a Friday night, boy. Goodness gracious. Yeah. Oh Lord, here we go with this. Oh boy. You know what, man? I don't know what else to do from this. So I have no problem, and I never expect to have anyone have a problem with Supergirls. What do I have? But trying to get a rise out of me through that channel is it's not nice. It's not good, and I won't. So that's how I feel about that. Yeah, I think that, you know what, Monk, he had, Simon was using his wife's channel to be a punk here, with being real, this, that, and the other thing. And I have no desire to have a conversation that's endless, and that's exactly what that would be, you know. Um, and go, dude can go somewhere else and do it. That's all I'm saying, man. You know, I like his wife and his videos, and his daughter having one last week. I think it was earlier this week. those are good. That's good entertainment. They don't mess with nobody. But you do through her, and that's not good. So I won't. Maybe you can do it on somebody else's, but I'm just saying that's not for me. It's not allowed here. You know. Nah, it's just more like an old man that like to act like the bully or something. But that's kind of yeah. Yeah, I only get you know what I only get excited when when somebody is minding their own business and they got somebody calling them a mother effer and all kinds of names. I mean, that's not very classy. That's if you sit here and you talk about have nothing but unkind words for somebody just because um, they're there, no other reason. But maybe our stalkers also, JB. Yeah, yeah, but you know what? And I'm no saint, but people's 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 behavior are being altered by something that they normally wouldn't be like if they weren't doing that something. And I'm not, you know, I don't need that. That's all I'm saying, guys. Um, Go somewhere where it's tolerated. And you can do and say whatever you like, but not on me, man. It doesn't. It really does. I don't know how. I don't know how else to put that. Yeah, you're the only saint. Yeah, you're Saint Christopher. Yeah, yeah, you're the only righteous one here. But if say we're on here and there's somebody, that you really don't care for, maybe what they've said, who they said it to, then you take that difference somewhere else, you know. And all I'm saying, I don't know how many times I got to repeat myself, but I will not do that here, you know. It's like never mind, it don't matter. Yeah, JB, Gary's got that story here twice and back. So you know what? Well, do you know the people there, Gary? So when you're sitting there, they don't think you're some kind of a perv. Gary, you know what? You'll always be able to grow it back. That's one thing about that. We're all telling you it would look good, and we're not saying it just to be saying it. It'll look fine. You're not giving up the beard. You're cultivating and you're shaping it to make it look good. You know. That's all we're saying, man. We're not saying to cut it down to bare nothing. I don't know, man. What the hell was all that? Yeah, that's what I did, Viking. It didn't come up that way.
If it didn't come up, then that
Yeah. I get it. I get it. I get it. Oh yeah. Yep. 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 Yep.
See you, Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry. Have a good night. All right. Thank you for coming up. Hmm. Yeah, I got that, Viking. I got it. Grows a half inch per month. Well, then you got a couple months in case. No, somebody that said they like it only has to see you from a distance, But you have way more people here telling you if you trimmed it, it would look good, and it would look good. Just got to be, you know, smartly done. And if you when you go there, you say, hey, let's start out with you doing it a little bit to make sure it's going the way I'd like it to go. Instead of going all the way down to what she perceives it, how she sees it. So keep positive vibes with no batteries, yeah. Yeah, you might get a shock there, yeah.
Yeah, 1 hour is not 1 hour anymore, Gary, when it comes to hairdressers and barbers and stuff.
Yeah, especially the ones that know what they're doing. I mean, you have a regular one you go to that you can, discuss what you're afraid of and what you'd like it to be. You know. Yeah, there you go. Because believe me, you get there, your brother and your sister-in-law are going to say the same thing. Oh, man, she what? This is an interesting one. Barbara was sorry that she didn't. Full time. She what? So what if you schedule? Well, you know what? I can see if you schedule an appointment with her and then you don't take advantage of that. That would be um, make her a little disgusted, a little mad. Well, how much time? Well, how much time? Well, you can't sit there and have her talk to you like a psychologist. You got X amount of time. Time is money with those people. I mean, yeah, but basically most of these folks are professionals, are licensed, and they can understand what it is that you're looking for. You know,
Be careful now, JB. Do you see
JB,
yourself up there in the monitors?
JB getting naughty now.
She say, Master Viking, you wonder your internet last night is up and down. Imagine how much your internet struggled to support all your CCTV.
Oh man, you know what? I think you're becoming an influence on her because I didn't hear that was a well structured and put together statement.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm like, man, I don't know about that. A month ago, she wouldn't have put it that way, but really, so seriously, you did well on that. You know, it was very well said. Same barber, 17 years. So this lady knows you then. Is this lady or guy? I don't even know, but don't really matter. Uh, but she wanted to squeeze me in between other. Well, that's because doing that for you. How much time we talking about? 15 minutes, 20 minutes?
I would use 5 minutes to take away your beard.
Yeah, she evidently it doesn't take her if she's been doing it for a long time.
And if
It's
it's for free, if it's 5 minutes or 10 minutes, it's free.
free. Yeah, you can't. That's our favorite four-letter word here in America. Free.
Yeah, America talk much about freedom, but freedom is just an illusion.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, especially during this thing with YouTube and Facebook, they censored. Man, you know when I started seeing that happening, I thought, Jesus, isn't this? Didn't they go through years of outcries and you know?
Yeah, my internet really up today.
Hmm. Internet up and down, up and down. My goodness. Where did I go today? Oh, the Times just got my new contacts. There you go, Gary. Get your knife. Well, nah, cut it off. No, he's not really wanting to get rid of the whole thing. It's just to trim it up, to shape it up. I don't know if that would help you fill in that hair where you want it to be. But even the female perspective here, you trim it up. That's all you got to do. Okay. I did that the other day with the router on this on the um, PC here. It helped out because this we're getting into the time of the day over here where uh, it gets slower. Oh man! So what are you doing with yourself on this Friday night, Monk? You talking to the girlfriend? What's the status in that relationship? Yeah, yeah, man. What are you gonna do, right? Yeah, got it again. Got it again. Oh well. See, the Hapsters are right where I want to be right now. Can you imagine that? That'd be like the dream job, wouldn't it? You live in Hawaii. It's expensive, but your employment's there. So every day you get to experience that the beauty, everything around you like that. What are you doing, Gary? Eating the cat food? Yeah, yeah. Oops, wrong one. I've been working up to 9 p.m. What, you're self-employed, Mom? Is that right? So you have your own starting time then every day. Yeah, yeah. Finally, I'm getting to go, boy. I tell you, I really hope that between now and I think they're considering doing something like Thailand's done with their sandbox deals, and if they give that like a 90-day run and they open it up to tourism, then and they and all you need is that PCR test. To, no vaccinations required. I think that because that vax doesn't guarantee anything anyway. But if they do that, then I'll have more days to enjoy the time. For that 7 days while I'm there. Get out of the room. Go use the pool or go. I'm right down the road from Mall of Asia, so if it goes according to plan, I will. Well, if they still have the quarantine, I will be able to get a day out of it, a good day and evening. Day and a half. Says my other flight leaves early afternoon. But this pandemic thing is really should be waking up soon, huh? To your morning message. What would you have do you have a regular message that you put down? Look at that. Vikings gone, JB's gone now. Oh, there she is. Some days you work from 10 in the morning. But for what you do, is that all the amount of time that's required to put into it to make a decent living at that, or? I mean, for what you do, there's a market for it. Obviously, otherwise you wouldn't be doing it on your own. There, I'm here, dude. Wow, dude, man, she's really getting Americanized here, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Mm. Well, I'll be. Yeah, yeah. I like. Oh, well, I'm always in the good. Almost always in the mood for laughing, joking. But no message. Yeah, I do that. I did that too. But that how long you been doing that for? That gets kind of old, don't it? Then it's time to get up to a different part of it. If they have any opening, I mean, it was discussed in the past. Um, they want to model it, or because they see Thailand having the success, and Thailand's getting 600,000 visitors. You're going to make a lot of money, you know, maybe more than that. That's just if every one of those people only spent $1. I mean, my God, you're going to be with airfare, and then you're going to be into the phew, $1,500 to $5,000 range. I'll be in Manila the 10th, JB 10th to the 17th of January. Either way, I already have I have everything booked, and so I'm not going to change any of that. It always costs when you change it. But I'll keep it like it is. Like I said, I got two brother-in-laws there, or at least, well, one's to. I don't know, man. I'm going to be honest with the other one. I want to be honest with the other one that I've always known he was gay, but there's no problem with that. He just doesn't make a good-looking woman, and I think he's got all these crazy friends that give him the wrong your contract. You mean you spelled contact? contract. Okay, January 12th. Yeah, so you could be. You got to fly through there, don't you, to get to where you live anyway, right? I'm at right down the road from Malaysia too. But you know, when I talk to one of my brother-in-law, I like him more than any one of the other ones, sister-in-laws and brother-in-laws. For some reason, I don't know why, but I helped him out when he was going for he was taking his P&P classes, and then the mother couldn't afford to keep him up. I think it was only like it's like $200 every quarter. Yeah, I kind of thought that's what you meant, but I'll be there from the 10th to the 17th. You know, I'm not going to say it in front of other people when I talk to him. That's just, you know, he's going to be who he is, but I'm just saying he likes to be called by this other name, and he is who he is to me, and that's he'll always be that way. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being him that way, the way he is, but uh, you know, I think he's got a lot of these people influencing him with taking these hormones and all this stuff, you know, and you know, I think there's a few people around him that always telling him this advice to do this, do that. But I've had friends like that in work, both workplaces. Matter of fact, all good people. You know, a good person's a good person regardless of how they live their life. You know, but with him, you know, I mean, he ain't the dress type. You know, it's freaking thin hair. Got to wear a wig all the time. That's got to be hotter than hell in Manila, anyway. But I just think that he's getting a lot of bad information. You know, it's too bad I don't have the contact numbers from the friends I had like that over at the factory I was at, because they just the ones I knew, they would be able to steer him in the right direction when it comes to making you know, choices like that. Because where are those people going to be when he's you know, my age? They all might be strung out, drugs, or dead for whatever. So yeah, those people that you work for, they're out of they're going to when are they going to the UK? You know what, these friends of mine that I talked to that went for, they call them entertainers, you know, but there's little more than that. When they get there, they're what did they call those guys? Uh, what's the word I'm looking for? Promoter. They take their passports from them, so it keeps them from you know, going away. But one of them did. I don't know whatever happened with her, but she was telling me about this American guy soldier she made, and I knew what kind of person he was. And she asked me, how did I know? Because from what she was describing, that's how I know. But I don't know how she, you know, people were looking for her. So I don't know how they got her out or whatever the deal was in Korea there. But one of them asked me, oh, I said, yeah, I talked to her there a week ago. Oh, where's she at? I said, I don't know. I didn't ask her. And she didn't tell me. So maybe the soldier guy married her or something. I don't know. You know. Nice kid, man. You know, I wish nothing but the best for her. She's super person. You all done with your whatever you were doing, Christian?
It didn't help to restart the router, so it's the internet provider that has problems today.
Ah, I'd ask you a question here. Just got back. Gary, JB's here waiting on you. You got any new poems? You've been working on any new poems, Gary? I take it not, because you probably would have mentioned that right away. Ooh, man. Went to McDonald's, got my share of the McRib. I'm happy. I like them when they got them soaked in the sauce, but this place was not that good. Gary eats a lot of tuna. Salmon rice with soy sauce and hot sauce. LDR. In the hospital from, what the heck for? Dehydration? Yeah, using a computer, we know that. Being young as she is, couldn't have been. I tell you. Yeah, if I was gonna stay here, I'd give me a nice leather chair to sit in. You know, because this chair I got now is a temporary thing. I sure hate to spend money for something that I'm not going to get a very little use out of. You know. All right, Monk wants to know why, Gary. What? No, we're talking about. You said she was in the hospital, and now you jumping around. Acute gas. Oh, okay. Dehydration, man. It comes from drinking not enough water and eating too much rice. You can't. You know what? That's like telling a junkie not to shoot no more heroin. You know, they're not going to listen to you. They're going to eat it. I mean, everywhere you go, you get it. Go to McDonald's, you get it on the side. It's that's a given. I don't mind. You know, I ate that when Denny War beef stew was good when I was a kid. That was good tasting stuff back then. But I like chicken. I like chicken gravy or chicken. What do you call it? Poured on rice. Tastes real good like that. chicken gravy. Wouldn't that be correct? Oh, video call. Rice, yeah. What's rice? You meant rice, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I like those things too, but these things I was doing for the health here, boy. I mean, it was the other day. My stomach, the left side of mine was hurting when I pushed in, and there's a number of reasons why it could have been hurting, and one of them was probably I'm doing too much of that apple cider vinegar with the lemon juice and water. You know, I think I'm going to just stick to 2 cups per day to cleanse the liver, detox the liver. Gets rid of all that crap, and it'd be in anybody that eats rice, be in their best interest to do that. Your liver will thank you. Thanks for spreading the word there before, Christian, earlier, sharing that video.
Oh, you're welcome.
Corn silk? Never heard of that. What is that? An additive? Or? Yeah, eggs are good, huh? Yeah, tuna. What do you need? Well, Gary, there are certain dosages of even like tuna, being like garbage they swim in. The human body can only absorb so much, you know. You know what though? I might get on a kick of doing something for a while, then I'll get tired of it and I'll go to something else. It's just I like real Mexican food made by Mexicans. Love that stuff. One time the lady in the restaurant says, "Well, the plates are hot. They serve it, you know, the food on the hot dish." And even though she told me, I still touched it anyway. Yeah, Bragg's is that's what I get. And that brand is sold all over the world. What a business they got with that. But yeah, with Mother, that's the one I get. What I what I was doing was for weight loss, they got 2 cups of water, one 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar with 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and I was doing that every day, and with a slice of ginger in there. And I cannot do that ginger raw like that. That messed up my throat. So by the time I got to the doctor to have him check it out, it was normal again. So yeah, you probably found corn silk, huh? Gary, what do you mean by that? I've never heard of that. Anybody else hear of that? Is it corn milk or corn silk? I never heard of it. Yeah, you know what? They tell you something, this, that, and the other thing every day, but all you said on the 2 cup water with the other stuff was do that for a week. Uh, this other stuff, uh, do you wait till? I mean, do you do it every day, regardless of even after your liver is detoxified? You or do you wait till it gets to that again before you continue? Because yesterday I only had one. I did one tea, 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar with 1 cup of water, 8 ounces, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other on that one. But here, bear me with that. Yeah, we understand that. You wake up whenever you hear the Vikings voice. That's what it is. Yeah, that's better too, but you gotta do a lot of maintenance to that engine, you know. You know, oh man, they're trying to get what they're trying to do over there, and it would help in this country if they quit letting people come over the border undocumented and unvaccinated. You know, you don't know what you're getting, and it's not helping anything when you have rules for people flying in, but you don't have rules for other people coming in. It should all be the same thing. But if the United States had their stuff together, then maybe they would be included on the green list. But they haven't shown. They haven't shown the Philippines that they can do that yet. I think they only recently um, said what the requirements would be to come in. That you have to at least have a negative a PCR test. I can't fill out that One Health Pass until I get the findings to my PCR test. I got to fill out a form for the Philippines too. Lemons, limes, or all this lemons, huh? Yeah, yeah. I suppose you got to say yellow. You know what though? Listen, we all have 5 smartphones nowadays. Take a picture, whatever it is you're talking about, and show them. You know? Yeah, it's UK, Canada, and us. And I think that I can't speak for other ones, but I think here, well, I think it goes beyond that grudge that Duterte had against for being denied one time. But he didn't have those paperwork together, so you know you can understand that. But they like allowing the freedoms here, but you know it isn't part of the way that to try to curb the COVID. It's not. I mean, you're letting anybody walk across the border. You don't know what the hell they got. You know, when you're fighting it and you're saying this and that, and we're doing this and that, but then on the other hand, you're letting people come over the southern border without doing no shots or nothing. You know. Yeah, if we were, I mean, oh my God. You imagine the run that they would have? Old Gio over there thought that Gio in the Philippines thought that he's got a pretty decent channel. He thought that airfares wouldn't go up, but when I looked at them today, you know, they're starting to get that way. And the flight that I have, they show an alternative date. That's what I picked, and mine leaves the 9th, and they have this other one that leaves the 11th, and the one on the 11th is $500 cheaper than the one I got. But we're not making the travel plans under normal circumstances, you know. So you got to have this to show them that and this, that, and the other thing. I just think it's something that mankind's going to have to live with, whether they like it or not. Oh man, yeah. Today's the first day of my, what do you call it? StreamYard sent me a thing that said I was 14 and a half hours. I was nearing my 18, but the new cycle started yesterday. So I'm going to make this 3 hours. That's about 11 minutes from now. And if you want to come on here between now and then. So I'm going to cut the regular live stream and go to a private one. And if anybody's out there right now that wants to come on to that, come on up here now. So you have a you can transition with me. Corn silk is grassy stuff. Yeah, I know what that is. I know that, but that what I'm confused with that. I thought you said you could buy that at a store. Yeah, that's the little fibers that you have to when you husk the corn up the leaves, right? Yeah. So what is that supposed to do for you? There's some health benefit to that, Gary. Okay. Hmm. All right. Hmm. You know what that Gary? It depends. What was the discussion about with the corn silk? Is that beneficial to you, health wise? Gary, you got a vibration. Yeah, Gary, you got a vibration. There you are. Yeah, Gary, you got a vibration. I'll kill your YouTube, bud. There you are. Yeah, I'll kill your YouTube, bud. Yeah, hold on a minute.
Are you there? Is anybody here?
Yeah, we're here, Gary.
Is anybody here?
Shit. Yeah, we're here. There's some kind of vibration in the background over there by you. You got a fan running or something? Mr. Monk, if you want to come on for a little while, come on now, because I got about 6 minutes here. Clock I got running here is running a little fast for some reason, but damn, sure is, isn't it?
Just got a message from my girlfriend.
Oh, you did? Okay.
What's up?
Gary, you got the
What?
fan running in there?
No, I turned it off.
What's that? What's that?
That's my computer. It makes a sound.
No way, man. That sounds like it's on its last leg.
Yeah, it is. Hear it? Yeah. Yeah, it's on its last leg. As long as it lasts me until I leave the Philippines. Or to go to the Philippines.
Well, might be good if you bought some kind of decent. You can go to Walmart and get them for. Geez.
No,
Don't
I'm not
expect to
buying
do-
them anymore. I'm not
Don't
buying
expect
them
it.
anymore.
Don't expect to
leaving.
do them too much. Don't. Monk says sounds like you need a new fan.
Yeah, I'm not buying anything new here. I'm throwing this out once I leave the U.S.
Oh, Gary, before you throw that out, take the hard drive out of it
Yeah, I will.
and get a docking thing and have them transfer your info. But I mean, you go to Walmart.
I don't have anything important. I don't have anything important in here.
You don't have no SSI stuff on there or anything?
Oh, I already transported everything.
It's still got to be wiped clean. Ask Monk about.
I poured everything on this
Yeah, that's a reader, card reader.
flash drive. Yeah,
Yeah,
I have a lot of them.
but Gary, Monk is the guy to ask the technical questions, or even Christian also.
Got a lot of flash drives here.
Okay. Oh my God.
Yeah, I have a whole bunch. I have a whole bunch of them here.
Yeah, that might overload. I bet you don't even remember what the hell's on all of them, huh?
I don't know what's on each one.
But anyway, we're all here. Monk, you gonna come or no? Still got about 2 minutes here.
Ronald must be having a complete physical.
Yeah.
Online.
No, he's over talking to his friends, other friends.
He has other friends?
Oh, yeah.
I only have you and
Well,
you.
when it comes to that, that's all you need. Get yourself a drill straight through the hard drive, and it's wiped out.
That's a good idea. It's a good
I
idea.
I bought a docking station, $44 at Best Buy, and I'm not certain, but I'm gonna make sure that I get those adapters because I don't want to blow the thing up over there when I use it, you know. So when I have a computer that's taking a crap, I want to put a new hard drive in there and transfer the information.
Well,
Not tonight. Okay. Hey, Monk, you're waiting. Oh,
when I left
not tonight.
the my barber,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah. Hold that thought, Gary.
Right.
Okay, everybody in the background, thanks for showing up tonight. Appreciate you coming by. Even even the troublesome ones. It's always good to have a test. But anyway, I'll see y'all next. I'll see most of you tomorrow night on the Vikings live stream. Starts at what, 5 o'clock, 5 p.m. Central Time, my time. So see y'all tomorrow. If not, next Friday. Thanks. Night.
Okay. Are we still on?
Mm.
Who's in the background?
Yeah, this computer's acting up quite a bit. But